Welcome guys, welcome to Muse's Tarot. Welcome if you're new here, welcome back if you already know my channel. Today's reading is going to be so cool because we are getting some messages from one of my Patreon deities, King Odin. He is an amazing deity to work with. First, let me tell you a little bit about Odin. Okay, first of all, Odin is from the Norse mythology, so he is the god of Scandinavian people, like Germania and Norway, Finland, and Denmark, and all these countries. He is the king of gods. Like, he is the king of the Aesir, first of all. Like, he is sitting in Asgard, like the Norse universe has like 9 worlds, and the uppest world is Asgard, and he is the king of Asgard, but he is also the king of gods. He is also the Allfather. He is a deity of war, magic, death, arts like writing, poems, also kind of like art in a sense of like drawing and painting. Like, at least he likes paintings a lot. Then he is also the god of wisdom, healing, royalty, gallows, knowledge, battle, victory, sorcery, frenzy, the runes, and probably so many other things that we don't know of. He has more than 170 titles. Like, one of his other names is, for example, Wodan or Woden. Wednesday is named after him because Wednesday was originally named Woden's Day, so Odin's Day. He is connected with the runes because a little bit mythology about him. Odin always loved knowledge. Like, he is the one who craves knowledge. He always wants to learn more. He always wants to be the I don't know if I want to say the smartest, but he wants to know a lot of things. Like, he always is learning, and he also wants his devotees to learn, of course. Like, if you work with Odin, there is no way that you're never going to learn anything. Like, he is actually so much into all of this learning and getting knowledge and reading books and learning about magic. And some mythology, maybe we should start at the beginning. In the beginning, there was literally just there was kind of like not really a universe like we see it today. There was like this big cow who was licking this ice, and I don't even know, it was so complicated. Like, it was kind of like there was nothing, but this huge cow, his grandfather or grandparents, and I think even the cow was his grandmother, and also Ymir. Ymir was a frost giant, I think. At least he was a giant. I don't even know if he was a frost giant, but he was a giant, and he was sleeping, and Odin and his brothers killed the giant to make Midgard and the world out of this. And for example, Ymir's blood became rivers, his teeth became rocks, his brain becomes the clouds, and so on. So he made the world as we know it today. So he is kind of responsible for our world today, like, at least in mythology. Of course, it's just stories, but you know what I mean. He made the first humans. Because he found wood on a shore, and he and his brothers gave this wood gave breath, the ability to think, also the craving to learn things, and all of these things. Like, the first people were called, okay, so the first people, I just had to look it up, the first people were Ask and Embla, and they were created by Odin and his siblings. Then we have many stories where Odin is walking around the world learning things. And there's this one mythology where he wanted to have more wisdom, so he went to Mimir as well. Mimir is a deity that is located at the base of Yggdrasil. Like, Yggdrasil is the world tree where all of the worlds are located in the branches and in the roots. And he went to the roots of this world tree where Mimir as well is, and he was like, hey, I want to have more knowledge. What should I sacrifice so I get more knowledge from you? Because Mimir as well is magical. It gives you knowledge. And he was like, okay, for a cup of my water, you are going to sacrifice one eye of yours. So he sacrificed his eye. That's why Odin is mostly shown with only one eye. So he could drink from the well, and now he's able to see everything. Then there is another story again to the runes, how he learned about the runes. Like the only people who, or the only deities who were able to use the runes were the Norns, and I think his wife Frigga, because Frigga is actually connected with prophecies and fate and these things, and the runes stood for the fate, because the Norns would carve into the trunk of Yggdrasil the runes that would affect the whole world and its fate. And Odin saw this from his throne, and he was like, yeah, okay, I want this knowledge too. I want to use the runes. So he was like, he was told that if he wants to learn about runes, he has to sacrifice something. So he was about to sacrifice himself. He used his spear and put it through his body to get pierced through his body, so he would hang from Yggdrasil with the head down in Mime as well. And he wasn't allowed to eat or to drink, and every time gods wanted to help him, he was like, no, 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 I'm going to get this on my own, like it's my responsibility, don't worry about me. So he wouldn't eat, he wouldn't drink, and would hang from Yggdrasil for about 9 days and 9 nights until the runes showed himself to him. And that's why he is also a god of the runes. He also gave the runes to the humans and his son Heimdall too. Like I literally heard that it was rather Heimdall who gave us the runes, but some stories say it was Odin. What else? Well, there's also a story that he has an 8-legged horse, which is called Sleipnir. And this is the son of Loki, and Loki gifted this to Odin. Also, Loki is a brother of Odin. Like they made like these things with the blood where they would touch each other, and then they are blood brothers. Is something, so he's connected with Loki too. Anything else? He has this arm ring that is for Vikings, and I think every 9 nights it multiplies 9 times. So he has new arm rings. Then he has a spear that always gets the target. What else? He is kind of the protector, or the boss of Valhalla, because Valhalla is in Asgard, and in Valhalla he collects people to help him fight in Ragnarok. Then he's also connected with Ragnarok because he was punishing Loki because Loki killed his son. He was taking away the children of Loki because he was scared of them. He caused Fenrir, the huge wolf, to get chains around his body so he can flee. And in the end, because he chained Fenrir, he is going to be killed by Fenrir. He is going to be swallowed by Fenrir. So during Ragnarok, Odin dies. Anything else that is important about Odin? He had many partners. For example, Freya is a partner of him. Like he had so many partners, but his main partner, like his wife, is Frigga, and he loves Frigga very much because in Asgard, Odin has a throne, and only Frigga is also allowed to sit down on the throne. And then also he has like Hugin and Munin, the two not crows, ravens that are his thought and his mind. So he made his thoughts and his thoughts and his memory, it was, into two ravens that fly around the world to bring Odin knowledge. Then he also has two wolves. Yeah, the two wolves are called Gary and Freki. Yeah, these are some information about Odin. He's an amazing guide. If you want to walk with Odin, I just give you some offerings that he actually likes. He loves wine, meat, bones, black, white, and silver candles, food, drinks, things of ravens and wolves like fur or feathers and things like this. He loves sweets. He loves when you learn about him or when you learn about runes or anything else about magic. He loves the poetic Edda. Runes are a great offering for him. Books, learning a language, blood is amazing. Like when I dedicated myself to Odin, like he wasn't my patron in the beginning, I gave him blood. He likes when you do anything connected with magic, since he is a magic deity. Also learning about him, working with the Fae, planets associated with Mercury, because the planet that is associated with Odin is Mercury. He also likes apples because he does eat apples to stay young. He does love milk, honey, and these drinking horns, if you know what I mean. Okay, these are some information about Odin. I know it wasn't a lot, but by the way, I pulled out the statue that I made of Odin, by the way, and that's going to be there this whole reading. These are just some information about Odin, just to keep it short, like to give you a little summary about my working with Odin. I have been working with Odin for about 2 years now, almost 3 years. He is my patron again. I really, really love him. He is an amazing guy. Like, he's very funny, he's very calm and relaxing, and if you do something like I had this quite some time, and like quite a lot, that when I was kind of rude to someone or I literally stood my ground, that he was standing in the in the background just laughing and being like, that's my girl. Like, he loves when you set boundaries, he loves when you decide to see your value and what you deserve and to set boundaries. Like, he really loves that. He's very chill. Like, he is a really amazing deity. Like, I get it. Sometimes people think like, oh my god, Odin has to be such an angry guy, or he's so dangerous because he's a war god. But he is kind of just funny. Like, he's very, very relaxing and funny, and he would never insult you. But yeah, to the reading. That was long. We have 3 piles today. In the readings, we are going to first see in what kind of situation you are. Then we are going to get some messages from Odin with some oracle cards. And in the end, we are getting some additional messages from Spirit. Odin picked out the decks that I'm using. This is the oracle cards that I'm using. I know it's Egyptian, but he was like, no, you have to use these. I love them so much. And then I'm going to use also my Viking tarot deck. Like, it's all about Vikings and Odin, and the, like, here Odin is, and about Norse mythology, Norse gods, and all of this mythology. But yeah, that was a very long intro. We have 3 piles today. Again, we have pile 1 with the Sunstone. This is from Helios, or Helios. If this is a symbol for you, then we have the Labradorite with pile 2. This is Odin's crystal. And then we have pile 3 with Ampu's crystal. This is obsidian. So how to choose your piles is very easy. Just sit down, relax, meditate a little bit if you want to, breathe deeply, center yourself, and then you're going to look at the piles and see which one you're connecting with, which one is calling you. And if no crystal or no pile is calling to you, then you can literally just look into the timestamps and see if there is a symbol for you, a sign for you. But yeah, this is how you choose your pile. If you feel drawn to every pile, to all of them, to 2, to only 1, is everything okay? Look at as many as you feel comfortable to. But yeah, I really enjoy this already because I love Odin so much. So I will hopefully, no, not hopefully, but I will see you at your pile. Bye. Welcome, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the first pile or this lovely oracle card and the Sunstone, just already, if this is a sign for you, the Sunstone belongs to the Greek god or Titan Helios, or Ilios. Maybe this is a symbol for you. They wanted me to use this stone, so I'm going to use it. In today's reading, we are getting messages from the Norse god Odin. King Odin, as I call him. He is my patron, and he asked me to do this reading with me, and of course I'm going to do the reading with him, even though I was kind of overwhelmed. I was like, are you sure you want me to do a reading for you? But he was like, you got this. So here we are. Now we are getting some messages from Odin. If you don't know who Odin is, go into the intro. I'm going to explain the god, some of his mythology, some offerings for him, and all of these things that are very important for you to understand who Odin is. But what I'm going to explain again here in this reading is, first we are getting messages about your situation and who you are, so you can see if you resonate with the pile. And then we're getting messages from King Odin, and he just said he also wants me to do some additional messages from your spirit guides in the end. So we're going to do that too. So yeah, this is your reading. The oracle cards, we are going to look into them during the part with the messages from Odin. So first, let's see what kind of situation you are. We are actually using King Odin's tarot deck. I literally just bought it, and it's Viking deck, and he was like, I have to have this, and I was like, okay, I'm going to offer it for you, or to you. So yeah, this is his deck. So we'll see in what kind of situation you are. Okay, King Odin, what kind of situation is pile 1? First, I'm asking my spirit guides, the archangels, the elements, and my ancestors for protection. So we only get clear guided messages and the truth. But yeah, let's see what King Odin has to say to you. What kind of situation is pile 1, King Odin? You might like apples, because he literally just showed me an apple. I don't know if you have maybe an iPhone or just something from Apple, or you do eat an apple right now. Maybe you just offered him an apple, but it kind of sticks out to me because King Odin is a deity that is connected with apples, because in Norse mythology the gods all eat apples to stay young. Like, these are some magical apples that, like, one goddess, I literally don't know her name right now, guards, and she makes sure that everything goes well. And also, when I was just said well, I was already again reminded of something that has to do with Odin, because he went to Mimir's well. Mimir is like, I don't even know if he is a god or if he's a Jotun. Like, a Jotun is a giant, and kind of a different form of deity. I don't even know if he's a Jotun or if he is a god. I just say deity. He is a deity of wisdom, and I'm also working with him, and he has his own well that is at the base of Yggdrasil, the world tree. And Odin went to Mimir's well to get more wisdom, and you might know that Odin has only one eye, and it is because he sacrificed his eye to get a sip of Mimir's well, so he gets more wisdom, so he can see the whole world. So I don't know if this is confirmation or if you just wanted to be sure, is this really King Odin that is talking? Yes, it is. And like, I'm talking, but I'm talking for him. Like, he is giving me the messages. Okay, so maybe you don't really believe in deities or working with deities, or you're just like, yeah, you are not working with deity. That's just literally not possible. But it is like, I was skeptical in the beginning too. Like, when I first became a witch, I was like, are you sure? Like, are you sure you can work with deities and spirits? And then they sent me like so many signs, showed up in my dreams, gave me so much confirmation when I needed them. Like, King Odin has been there for a very long time for me. He is like one of the deities I have the greatest connection to, because he has been there for so long, like about 2 years, 3 years. Like, he says he already was there before I was working with him, but yeah, I have a great connection with him. Like, it still can be better, yes, but it's still a great connection, and I really like him. But yeah, he just said, yeah, I like you really too, like, because you made so many sacrifices. We have King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, what I get with this, even like, maybe you don't know that you don't believe in it, maybe it's in your unconscious, but he says you're not really believing in deities, which is absolutely fine. Like, you don't have to believe in anything. You also don't have to watch this reading if you don't believe that I'm talking through, like, for Odin. But he really says you don't really believe in deities, and maybe also you don't believe in magic is also something that's coming up. Like maybe you also don't understand like witches and spiritual people, how they can work with spirits. It's not possible. That's just something dumb, and it's no, it's not possible. Maybe you're just scared of it is also something that I'm hearing, like that you are scared of spirits is something that I'm hearing. The only table resonates, of course, that you maybe also are scared of the dark, because King Odin literally shows me the situation that I had before I was working with spirits and before I learned about magic and spirituality and all these things, because I haven't been spiritual before that. Like I was kind of like an atheist, and I was always scared of the dark. I was always scared of demons and all of these things. And today I'm working with demons and I really love them, and I'm working with devils. Like I'm literally working with Satan and with like these dark, gloomy spirits, and I really love them. Like they showed me that I don't have to be scared, and this might also be your situation. You're really kind of scared of spirits. Should I take these? No. Okay. Okay, protection please. Messages from, no, not messages, but what kind of situation are them? King Odin. Okay, you might also be very confused. We have the Page of Wands. Why I call Odin King Odin, and the reason is I have a lot of respect for my deities, and normally I always say Lady and Lord. Like for example, Lord Anpu or Lord Apollon, Lady Artemis, Lord Lord Odin, and so on. But with Odin, there's this case that also the candle's flickering so much, so this is kind of confirmation. Like he's like, yeah, you go, girl. But he is a king. Like he is the king of the Aesir. Like it's a special kind of gods, and he is the Allfather, and is kind of like the. I hope I don't ditch this, but I remember that Odin is the king of the world. Like he is the king of gods. So I do call him king. Like for example, I also say King Zeus or King Hades, Queen Persephone, Queen Frigga. Frigga is Odin's wife. And what else? Like King Osiris, King Heru or Horus. I do call them with their title, unless they tell me I shouldn't call them with their title anymore because I have a good enough connection with them. But for example, there was this case, like I'm working with Hathor, the Egyptian goddess of love and many other things. Like she's also the wife of the king of Egyptians and the wife of Horus, and I do work with her not as long, but I have a great connection with her. Like I really love her very much, and I always was calling her Lady Hathor, and she is amazing. She helped me so much. She helped me with my body image and all of these things, and I was at this point where I was in my thought like, oh my god, I love Hathor, like Lady Hathor so much. Like she is there for me. She's kind of like a mother to me because she has this mother aspect, right? And I just really realized how much I love her, and she answered my thoughts and was like, yeah, you can call me Hathor now and not Lady Hathor. And it was kind of weird, and I still have the problem that I call her Lady Hathor, and she's like, no, I'm Hathor to you. And the same goes with Ampu or Anubis. Like he is kind of like a father to me. He's amazing. He helped me so much. He taught me so much, and I'm planning to do a reading with him too because I have such a great connection with him. And I always called him Anpu, and then I realized that I should call my deities with their titles. So I said Lord Anpu, and he was literally offended. He was like, oh, how dare you talk to me like that? And I was like, what's wrong? And he was like, I'm Ampu, not Lord Ampu to you, okay? I'm kind of like your best friend, so don't call me like this. And he was literally offended. I was like, okay. So it's kind of weird to me to not call them like this, because sometimes I do say Odin, I do say also King Odin. I prefer King Odin, but it's kind of complicated, let's say that. It's kind of complicated. But I do like to call him with his title. Like he is amazing, and he deserves to be called by his title because he is a king. He is amazing. He's a great teacher. He is really great. And I'm literally talking so good to him, and he's like, oh yeah, keep going, I'm listening. Okay. what kind of situation is pile 1, King Odin? We have the Six of Cups. Okay, they are literally bringing up my situation. Again, it's always like this when I'm doing these readings. Like, I literally have a situation happening to me, and in my reading, it mirrors. So, you want children, and you don't know if you will ever have children. Or maybe you just lost a child, had a miscarriage. So, I'm so sorry. I know how hard this can be. Like, I cannot imagine because this never happened to me. But I'm wishing you only... Like, I'm sending you so much love because it's so bad to go through this. Maybe you had an abortion is also something that's coming up. Same goes to you. I'm so sorry if this happened to you because it's very traumatizing and it's just bad. But maybe you do want children. Maybe you realize you're not able to have children. Maybe you realize that, like you say, that, yeah, I want children, but I'm just not ready yet, or I don't have enough money, I don't have enough this and that, I'm not good enough, and you beat yourself up in a kind of way. But yeah, I see, like the one thing that comes through with this is, did I say Six of Cups? It's the Six of Cups. What comes through with this is you really want children. Like, I see you dreaming of having a child, dreaming of having maybe a daughter, a son, just having someone in your life, having family. Maybe you come from, like, yeah, King Odin says, yeah, correctly. Might be that you come from a very difficult past with your family, that you just had a very bad family. Like, that doesn't mean that they are narcissistic or anything like this. Maybe you don't have you didn't have enough money. Maybe you had stress. Maybe you had problems with school. Maybe you were bullied. Maybe you only had one parent, or a parent died, or anything like this. It feels like you had a very difficult childhood and very difficult family situation, and that's why you are just like, no, I don't deserve children because I would literally give them the same childhood, and no one deserves this. Like, I understand you because I'm going through the same. Like, I literally am thinking of getting a child because I love children so much, but at the same time, I'm like, am I ready for this? Am I ready for this responsibility? Am I able to give them a great childhood? Because I have, like, okay, you seem very interested in my past. I had a very bad childhood, and normally I don't cry about this, but I now feel like crying. There were drugs, there were abuse, there were how's it called? Not psychic abuse, psychological abuse. There were so many things that happened to me that I literally had to get out of this family and go into another family, and this happened 3 times, and it was bad. It was really bad. I have a lot of trauma because of it. There were so many things that happened to me: sexual abuse, physical abuse, and psychological abuse, and I have been through a lot. And it feels like you feel like you resonate with this, and I'm happy that I can tell you this so you can resonate, because it's very tough for me to talk about this for some kind of reason right now. I want you to feel safe. I want you to see that other people go through this and they come to the point where things get better. And just because these things happen to you doesn't mean you are a bad person, because you didn't deserve this. You didn't deserve a bad childhood. You didn't deserve a mother that didn't give you attention, or, I don't know, a father who hit you, or anything like this. Like, anything that happened, you didn't deserve this. It just happened to you, and that doesn't mean you are a bad person. It doesn't mean you don't deserve anything in life, or you don't deserve children. It just means you have been through a lot. You are very strong, and you can protect people from going through the same thing. And also, something that is really great about this, you will understand other people who go through this, because you can literally understand them, because you went through the same. Okay, I see this is going to be a very emotional reading. I'm literally almost crying right now. I'm really trying to not cry, because I'm such an ugly crier. I have to be honest. I'm always like and I really don't want to cry. So I'm trying my best. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Sorry, that was my neighbors. Maybe that was confirmation for you. Maybe you wanted, you needed to hear something, like confirmation, anything like this. But what King Odin wants to say is he sees that you are a very strong person, or he acknowledges that you are a very, very strong person. You have been through a lot, and he literally says you are a warrior. Like I heard his voice in my head who says warrior. Like, you're strong, you have been through a lot, you're still standing, right? I don't even know how to describe it because I'm so emotional right now, and I'm sorry about that, but he really wants to acknowledge you are strong, and even if you don't see it, you are strong and you are amazing and you're going to be a great parent. And it's amazing that you literally, like, it just shows how much of a great parent you are just by you realizing, okay, I have to think about, am I ready for a child? Am I able to give them a great childhood? That already shows that you are an amazing person who literally cares about their children even though they are not here yet. Like, you are going to be a great parent. Like, I already see it, and King Odin really sees it too. Okay, what kind of situation is Power 1 King Odin? We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Are you a fire sign? Might be Sagittarius, Leo, and what's the other one? Aries. Maybe you have it in your big three. Maybe you have a lot of planets in one sign of that, and so you might have a stallion. I haven't thought about stallions very much lately, so you might have a stallion, to be honest, because I literally never think of it, and Odin just was like, stallion, tell the stallion. And if you don't know what a stallion is, it just means like you have a birth chart, and in each house there is a zodiac sign, and if you have, was it 3 or 4? I think it was, if you have 4 planets in one sign that isn't your sun sign, like it isn't your star sign, then this means there is a stallion, and it means that, for example, you are a Scorpio. No, a Cancer, he says. You are a Cancer. That's your star sign. In your birth chart, you have in the 10th house, I don't even know if this makes sense, but Leo. And then there are, for example, Neptune, Uranus, Mars and Venus in, what did I say, Aries? In this sign. I don't even know what kind of sign I just said, but in this sign, and no, Leo. Then this means that you have a stallion in Leo, and it means that you are also a Leo, like you also act like a Leo, so you might have a stallion map. That was very complicated, I'm so sorry. What kind of situation is pile 1? Okay, we have the 3 of Swords. Did someone just break up with you or hurt you? Maybe your parent just called you and literally caused your day to become really bad. Something else that I'm getting is that you might be crafting right now, because like King Odin literally reminded me of the statue right now. Wait, I'm going to show you. I made this statue when I was in therapy. It's a statue of King Odin, and I really love it. I hope he does too, but okay, he says yeah, like I do love it. Yeah, I made this out of clay, and now I'm keeping it here because it's a reading about King Odin, or from King Odin. So you might be crafting, but you might also be very angry of someone. Might be that someone literally really like hurt you really bad. Yeah, feels like you're angry. I don't know why. If it resonates, it resonates. You feel very angry. Okay, and what kind of situation is pile 1? Okay, yeah, we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. Very beautiful card. You have a very difficult relationship with your family. Maybe you do have contact with a part of your family, even with the whole family, but you really have problems. And I'm sorry, I have so much problems to speak today because I have such a bad mood. I literally had a conversation with a certain spirit guide, and it really hurt me. So yeah, here I am doing this reading, being in a bad mood. But feels like you don't have the greatest connection with either your spirit guides or your family, but it feels like your family. That your family, every time you talk to them, they really hurt you. They really, like, you go home very sad. Maybe you do live in this situation still and you are always in your room and you avoid your family. Might even be that that one parent or one family member is aggressive, I just heard. Or that someone is abusive to you. Like, it doesn't mean it has to do with family, might be, but family might also mean your husband or your boyfriend or your wife, girlfriend, however, your partner. Yeah, feels like you have quite some problems with someone around you, even might even be with everyone. What kind of situation is pile 1? Okay. We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. You want to leave someone. You want to leave behind your family. You want to leave behind this person that hurts you. You see that there is a problem. You see that there needs, like, maybe your spirit guides told you, but you see that something needs to change. But it feels like you're not able to do it. Maybe because you love them. Maybe you know them so much. You just want to be with them. You give them so many chances. Maybe you live in a situation and you're literally not able to leave. Is also something that I'm getting, but it feels like you want to get out of the situation. We have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, and it also feels like you're not working. Maybe you are from Germany and might be a friend of mine. Hi. Might be that you're not working currently. What kind of situation is pile 1? Might also be that you really like crafting. So many cards? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. He wants me to use all of them. Okay. We have the 9 of Cups, the Star in reverse, and the 5 of Swords. You're just hurt. You're literally hurt. Also, something that I'm getting is you just lost someone, and that you were crying today. You feel lost. You feel sad. Everything is shitty, and I get you, because I hate everything so much right now too, and I just want to cry. I just want to go into my bed and yeah, forget the world. But I have to go through this, so I feel you so much, and I'm so sorry I have to go through this because it sucks so much. I really hate it. Okay, let's see what kind of messages Odin has for you. King Odin has for you. Creative art. Okay, Odin really, really, really wants you to be creative, to use paint. I just heard to do something with clay, to crochet, to knit, to draw, to paint. There are so many creative things you can do. I also just saw someone read or write. There are so many things that you can literally do. And something else that he says, because I literally just pulled my ring. This is hematite. It's a protective and grounding stone, and he wants you to maybe look into protection and grounding crystals. Like, there would be black crystals and yeah, crystals that look like this, dark crystals. He really wants you to do this because you do need more protection, because there are so many things pulling on you, there are so many things hurting you, that he really says it's time for you to use a little bit more protection, just because he doesn't want you to suffer like this. Like, he sees how much you suffer, and he's kind of angry because of this. He's like, no, I don't like this. Like, I feel his energy, but it feels kind of distant. He is really just sitting on his throne and looking angry at me. Like, he's not angry with me, of course, but he wants me to show his emotions. Like, he is really pissed. And this is also something that he wants to say. Your spirit guides and King Odin really say, we do understand. No, this person doesn't treat you fairly. No, this person is not good for you, and we are angry. We are actually angry because No, that's just not fair. They're really angry. Okay. Messages from by the way, these are Anpu's cards, and I know it has nothing to do with Norse mythology, it's Egyptian mythology, but Odin literally asked me to use these cards. First of all, I do love them, and he likes me to use them because I always use them with these cards because I bought this together, so don't worry. I know it has nothing to do with Norse mythology or Vikings or anything like this, but he was like, no, I want these cards. Okay, we have... I literally cannot pronounce this. I'm going to try. You can laugh about me because I'm not able to pronounce this. Maybe I can make you laugh today. Tavaret Genesis, I think it's called. Messages from King Odin, please. Okay, he wants me to pull 5 cards. We have... Huh? Or who? I don't know. Huh? I literally don't know how to pronounce this name. I'm so sorry to this god. I literally don't know. I don't know your name. Exploration. Yeah, okay. Already Odin wants to say things are getting better. Things are getting better. It's not always going to be this bad situation. It's not always going to be a very exhausting environment. People hurting you. People trying to like make a bad day for you, and just no, it's not going to be like this forever, because your spirit guides are really pissed. Your spirit guides are actually like, there's so much angry energy around me. They are literally like, my baby, it's hurt, I want to protect it and I want it to feel good, and it's not possible, so I'm angry. And if you want change, your spirit guides, like, that's just a little message. Your spirit guides want you to ask for change and be ready for it to be chaos, because change doesn't always be like, oh yeah, okay, this person stopped bullying me. Sometimes it's literally your whole world falling apart, and then you can walk out of the situation because all of it has fallen down. You can like walk through it. So be ready for change being chaotic and just too much. And I literally was kind of reminded of Lord Loki, because he is a deity of chaos, and he literally just showed up. Like, I saw his candle, and I don't know what this was. Maybe it's a symbol for you. Maybe you have to look him up or anything. But that was Lord Loki. Oh, here she is, Hathor. I love her so much. Intelligence. Literally, the sun is going away. What the frick? We have Ma'at with truth and fairness. Oh yeah, okay. King Odin really says things are going to get better soon. Don't worry, sweetie. Like, things are going to get better. And he wants you to have more fun, because, like, yes, King Odin is like this gloomy, dark deity who is dangerous with all of his weapons, and never talk down on him, and he's going to hurt you, and he's a warrior, but he is a very funny guy. Like, he is a very funny guy, and he loves to see his people having fun. Okay, and lastly we have Mehen with protection. Such pretty cards. I really love them so much. If this is also a symbol for you, Anpu is showing up, like Anubis, because again, it's his cards, and I feel his energy around me. Like, I was feeling his energy around me this whole reading. I don't know if you need a message from him. Like, he's there, and he wants you to know he is there with you too, and he wants to be with you, like, to be by your side while things are tough, because he is a protection god in the end, and he really wants to protect you and wants you to feel better. Okay, we have, let me see, intelligence, truth and fairness, and protection. Yeah, to keep it short, King Odin says things are going to get better. It's not always going to be like this. And he also says, if you really want a child, get it. Like, do what makes you happy. Don't worry about things being chaotic, about things not being good enough, because it's not like it's never going to be good enough. Even the richest people in the world don't sometimes have enough for their child, because maybe they are rich, but then they, like, their children don't get attention, or the other way around, you don't have a lot of money, but therefore your children have a lot of attention and love. Like, you will never be a perfect parent. If you decide that things need to wait, that's absolutely fine. But if it feels right to you to get children, then get children. Okay. Messages from King Odin, please. He just wants to hug you. He literally just wants to hug you. We have the Four of Pentacles. Odin wants you, and I have to sneeze, so this is confirmation. Odin wants you to save a little bit money. Like, if you want to have a child, maybe just wait a few months, take these few months to save a little bit of money, then get pregnant, or get someone pregnant, however you want to do it. Maybe you're in a relationship. Maybe you don't even have the right partner yet, is something that King Odin says. Maybe you don't have the right partner for a pregnancy, or just as a parent. And if this is the case, of course, wait. But he wants to say there will be a person coming your way who will be a good parent. But something that I'm getting from his energy all the time, like, okay, sorry, literally someone just knocked on my door and I was like, and yeah, I'm back. I literally didn't know, like, I don't know what I was talking about. Ah, yeah, okay, thank you, King Odin. He's like, I got you. Maybe you might even be like me, that like, that's something that he says, that you want a child without the other parent. For example, if you are female, you just want someone to get you pregnant, and then you have your child and you're alone with the child, like a single parent, right? Might even be the situation. Like, that's the energy that I'm getting. So yeah. Okay, messages from King Odin. We have the Emperor in reverse. No, King Odin is not a patron of yours. But that's nothing bad, because he can literally become your patron. Because, like, King Odin wasn't my patron either. He, like, I dedicated myself to him. He is my patron now. I did a ritual where I sacrificed something from my body. I sacrificed some blood and gave it to him, and he was like, okay, now I'm your patron, and I'm going to protect you, and I'm going to be there for you, and you're mine now. So yeah. But no, he's not a patron of yours, but he might be a guide of yours. Like, there are main guides, and there are guides who can switch or go away. For example, let me see, who is a guide who is not my patron but I'm working with him? Mimir, the guy I was talking about, like, with Mimir as well. He is working with me, but he is not my patron. I do think so. I don't even know, but I think he's not my patron. I haven't asked yet, and I'm going to work with him for some time, and then he is going to go away if he's not my patron, and I'm just going to work with someone else. And if I want Mimir to be my patron, I'm literally asking him, I'm doing a ritual, I'm sacrificing something to him, and then he's my patron. We have the Page of Swords in reverse. Do you struggle with panic attacks? Like, Odin really wants you to get some therapy. It's literally everything that I get with this. He wants you to get therapy, and if you're not able to get therapy, do some breathing exercises, shadow work, working on your psyche on your own. Because I don't want to sound rude or anything. He says there are a lot of things like trauma and just depression, mental illness, that is actually bothering you. Like, it mostly bothers people when they have mental illness, right? And he also wants me to say, don't feel bad because you have a mental illness, because I have been diagnosed with BPD, which is borderline personality disorder, depression, panic attacks. There is this possibility that I have DID, which is dissociative identity disorder, which would mean I have multiple personalities. what else? I have so many things. Like I have literally so many things that I cannot think of one thing right now. I have PTSD. Yeah. I have PTSD. Again, depression. I am trigger warning suicidal. I struggle with so many things, with self-harm and all of these things. Like there's a lot happening, and he doesn't want you to feel bad because like he literally just said like I have so many things I'm struggling with, and he still loves me. He still helps me. Like he is not like, yeah, Muse has BPD, because of that she's a bad person. No, he's like, hey, you have PPD, maybe BPD, yeah, BPD. Maybe you should get therapy so you heal your trauma, so things are getting better soon, and so you can live your life in a amazing way. And so things get better, and you can become a better person for your children and for people in your life. And yeah, he literally just says, sorry, my neighbors are literally playing music and it's so loud and I cannot concentrate. But he says you don't have to feel bad or anything because you have a mental illness, but he wants you to get help because there is the possibility to heal some things, and if not heal, then learn to handle these things. Like yeah, sometimes you cannot get rid of it, but you can learn to work with it and to use it to your advantage. We have Justice with Tia. I love him so much. A patron of mine. What's the name with? Okay, yeah, he says he literally just gave me another card. We have the Two of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. One last message he's wanting to say to you is you are going to be a great parent. You're already a great person. You're literally thinking about the health and the environment and all of these things for your children. You are going to be a great parent, and you don't have to worry about not being good enough, because again, you will never be perfect for your child. There will always be something that traumatizes your child. There will always be something that sticks with your child, that it has problems with, or that causes them to get a mental illness. Maybe your child gets ADHD. Like I don't even know. I think ADHD is an illness that doesn't have to be triggered, but don't take my word for the truth, because I don't know too much about ADHD. Like my ex-boyfriend had ADHD, and he explained it to me that it's not like BPD. Like BPD, borderline, is made. ADHD you have. It has to do something with your hormones, and I don't even know. Like it has a cause. Like BPD has a cause and ADHD not. But or your child might have another mental illness, depression. You can be such a great parent and your child can still have depression because the environment is just bad, or the hormones are not good enough. Like there are not enough hormones that they need, and all of these things. So don't worry about being a bad parent, because you're going to be an amazing parent. Okay, so I'm thanking King Odin for these amazing messages. Now he wants me to get some messages, like just quick additional messages from Spirit, because it seems like your spirit guides want to say to you, like say something to you. So we're gonna listen. Which cards should I use? The small ones? Okay. We are going to use these little small ones, and we're just going to get 5 cards, and it's going to be very quick, just some additional messages. Your spirit guides again want to say to you that the thing that the parent did to you, the thing that happened in your past, the thing that literally happened 2 days ago, 3 days ago, whatever was happening to you, your spirit guides literally say it was not fair. This treatment was not fair, your childhood wasn't fair, whatever happened to you was not fair. Maybe someone abused you, maybe you have an abusive partner. Your spirit guides are again angry. Like, we have strength. You are a strong person, and things will change. soon. And also something else your spirit guides is saying, like literally, like I feel like I'm spilling tea with you. They are causing this person, whoever hurt you, to get their karma. Like your ancestors are pissed, your spirit guides are pissed, King Odin is pissed, Anpu is pissed. Like they are all like, oh, no, this is not going to happen. Okay, Anpu does want to say something too in a second. We have the Eight of Swords. Things are going to change. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Money is coming in soon or in the future. You are not going to be poor always or forever. Things are going to, like the message is, things are going to change for the better. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Fool, and the Fool literally says to me, Odin, no, not Odin. Anpu wants to say something and he wants me to use his cards. What does Anpu wants to say? Just a quick message, please. Okay, he says one card. We have who? I don't know. Exploration. You are not a bad person. That's literally what he wants to say. He says, tell them, please. They are not a bad person. They are not bad. They are not evil and not someone who doesn't deserve things. Like, he's actually very angry. And he's also kind of angry with you, or just disappointed that you believe in, like, that you believe yourself, that you are a bad person. And he says, you deserve so many more things in your life. It's time for change. It's time that you open up for change. It's time that people go, that people treat you better, that you get your child, that you get, I just heard that you get custody of your child. I don't know what this has to do with this reading, but it will be for someone. Things are going to change. And that's also everything. Also, he wants a black candle. If you're working with either King Odin or Anpu, he literally just said, like, I think it was Anpu, he was like, I want a black candle, please, or golden, please, or like a gold candle, but yeah, that's everything that I have for you. I'm really thanking King Odin, Anpu, and the spirit guides for these amazing messages. I'm wishing you the best of luck. Like, I really, like, I had so many emotions in this reading today. Like, I literally almost cried because I'm so frustrated with your situation, and I want, things are going to get better. I promise. Like, I literally promise. But yeah, that's everything that I have for you, and I hopefully will see you in my next one. Bye. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the second pile or this labradorite cluster or rock, but it's labradorite. I just found out, like, my spirit guide, like, okay, beginning, I wasn't sure what kind of crystal this is, and I always heard my spirit guide saying labradorite, and I wasn't believing it was labradorite because I know labradorite as such a crystal, you know, but then I found out this is actually labradorite. So yeah, my spirit guides didn't lie to me. They were right. Sorry, that was just my crystals falling over. But yeah, welcome to reading if you chose the labradorite. And the second pile in today's reading, we are going to get some messages from King Odin, the Norse god of like the Allfather, Norse god of war, poetry, kind of sacrifices, wisdom, knowledge, magic, all of these things. He asked me to do this reading, so I'm going to do this reading with him. Like, it is an honor for me. First, we are going to look into your situation and see what kind of person you are, so you can see if you resonate with the pile. Then we are getting some messages from Odin, where we'll look into the oracle cards, and in the end we get additional messages from your spirit guides, just maybe about the situation, maybe about something else, just something that like is for you. Just going to put that up here. Okay, I'm asking my spirit guides, the archangels, the elements, and my ancestors for protection, please. So I only get clear guided messages and only get messages from King Odin and no one else. First, I'm going to shuffle the cards a little bit. I have this urge to ask you how you are. Maybe you're having a bad mood currently, or you're just feeling very down, very sad. So how are you? If you want to write it down in the comments, I'm going to answer your messages because I always look into the messages. If you need someone to talk to, just contact me in the comments and I'm going to answer you. If you need someone to talk to. Okay, King Odin. And what kind of situation is pile 1? Pile 2. Okay, you are in a very bad mood. We have the Knight of Wands. Seems like you might even be very angry because all of this fire that is here, it literally for me looks like it's your anger. So you might feel very disappointed, very angry. Maybe something happened right now with spirit, with your relationships, with your environment. I just heard maybe you had a bad grade in school or something that I'm hearing, and now you're kind of scared how your parents react or how your orphanage reacts. You are just in a bad mood. Something went wrong. Like, I don't know what it is, but you have every right to be angry. We have these 3 of Swords. Okay, someone broke your heart, and like, look at this person being beheaded by this person. It looks like this is the person that hurt you, and you are like the person beheading the person, like being like, you freaking a-hole, I'm going to kill you. Because I don't know what happened. It might be different for everybody out there, but it seems like someone actually broke your heart or broke your trust, or something really really bad just happened and you're so freaking angry. You're just like, I'm done with this ish. I literally, I yeah, I'm so angry. What kind of situation is pile 2? King Odin. King Odin already wants to say that he understands you, that we have the High Priestess. Yeah, you have every right to be angry. You have every right to be disappointed, because this, whatever happened, is really not fair. Like, whatever happened to you, it is not fair. He doesn't, like, he understands in a kind of way that something happened. Yes, he is like, okay, it happened, but he doesn't understand how someone could do this to you, and he's very angry about it. Like, I feel his energy being actually really pissed today. Like, how can I explain this? Like, Odin normally has this funny, kind of calm, kind of relaxed energy, and right now I literally see him being angry. Like, he's really ready to kill for you. Okay, of course he won't kill anybody. Like, it's just a saying. Okay, it's just a saying. He's not going to get out there and killing the people that hurt you. No. But he's actually angry with the person. We have the 3 of Cups, and I get 2 things with this. He already wants to say this person is not good for you, but he also wants to say there are people coming in who will actually treat you correctly. So don't worry, better times are coming. What kind of situation is pile 2? I have the 7 of Swords. There is still someone around you who is not good for you. Maybe you know it, maybe you don't want to see it. Like, there is still a backstabber. There's still a snake beneath your friends somewhere. Like, there is might even be a family member. Odin just said there is someone who is not good for you and you don't want to see it, but they are going to, there will be this point where they treat you badly too, and you again will be disappointed. And it's nothing bad. Like, you don't have to worry about this. Like, King Odin just wants to warn you that there is still a person who is not good for you. And I literally just heard they are talking behind your back, and I just saw a dove, which is a symbol for me. So yeah, they are talking behind your back. They're literally making fun of you or telling other, like, they are kind of jealous is what I'm getting. They are kind of jealous. Like, they don't like that you, for example, achieve something or are better in school, or I don't know, like, there is something they are might even be of your partner. Like, they are jealous because you have a certain partner, and they might have feelings for your partner too. But they literally are so jealous, and like, I just heard envious. Just a little yeah, not advice, disclaimer, I don't know how to call it. Like, he wants to warn you. He's like, be careful who you trust. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. What I get with this is you are actually a very soft and nice person. You are actually a very lovely person. Like yeah, I got all these angry energy right now, but like actually you're very nice and you're very lovely, and I do believe this because mostly your energy doesn't feel like you're always angry or you're always pissed or you're always just wanting to get revenge or anything like this. It feels like a very nice energy, and that's something that he wants to acknowledge. Like you are a very nice person, and you just like someone crossed your boundaries, like someone crossed your boundaries and was like, okay, I'm going to hurt you, and you are just like, okay, that was enough, that was like one step too close. um I'm done. We have the extra card Yggdrasil. It's like the world tree of Norse mythology. And what I get with this, King Odin says he is a patron of yours, or if he is not your patron, then you do have a lot of Norse gods currently around you, or that are being your patrons. Like I just saw Baldur, or Baldur. He's also a patron of mine. That's why I know his energy. Also, I see Heimdall, who is also a god I'm working with, so I do know his energy. Someone else, Tyr. Oh, I love Tyr so much. And just a little disclaimer: Baldur is like he is the Norse god of kind of beauty and summer and sun and light and enlightenment. And Heimdall, he is the watcher of the gods. Like he is a protector god. He's also connected with the runes. I don't even know what kind of deity he is. Even though I'm working with him, I'm always like, yeah, he's a protector. He is a watcher. He is someone who gives signals if something goes wrong. Like if Ragnarok starts, like the world crisis, if it starts, he is the one giving the signs. He is a warrior and he is very beautiful. Then we have Tyr. Tyr is a god of justice and protection and war, and he is so amazing, I have to say. Like if he is your patron, like oh my god, I'm so happy for you because he's such an amazing guide. Like he has been working with me for some time now, and I really really love his energy. Yeah, but also someone else who's coming up. Okay, there are many gods who are coming up, so just take what resonates. I do see Freyja. Freyja is the queen of the gods. Like she's the wife of Odin, and she is a goddess of prophecy, and also I think she was also a sky deity. I don't even know right now. I think she was also a sky deity, but no. Hera was the sky deity, but she is a goddess of marriage and childhood or children. And then also Lady Freya comes up. She's amazing. I love her so much. She is the Norse goddess of love and sex and beauty and magic, and she's very connected with flowers and music. Like she isn't a music and a flower goddess, but she likes music and flowers a lot, and she likes like these beautiful things like rose quartz and amber and all of this cute stuff. And I remember I bought her a candle that smelled like strawberries, and she loved it. Like it was a pink candle, and she was like, oh my god, I love this so much. And she's also a war goddess. Like she has this fierce energy, but most of the time, like she can be very strict, but most of the time she's so lovely and just sweet and just like a mother. Like yeah, she's like a mother. She's like, yeah, I can be sweet, but if I have to, I'm strict, okay? But those are the gods. Like there's also someone that I don't know. I think it's Sigyn. Like I'm shown right now because I don't know the goddess too much. I only know she is the wife of Loki. I made my own oracle card, or I'm making my own oracle cards of the Norse gods, and they literally just showed me. Yeah, here she is, Sigyn. Oh, yeah, okay, she is a goddess of loyalty, compassion, and faith. And she's kind of like a protector of Loki when he was punished. And she also came up right now. Okay, then we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You feel like, and it just wants to make me cry because I'm going through the same right now. You feel like you think that nothing good is ever going to happen to you. Like it's always that people stab your back. It's always that people talk bad about you, that you think you meet the one partner and then he cheats on you or they cheat on you. You think you can achieve this and it doesn't happen for you. Like there are so many things that go wrong with you or go wrong for you. And I feel you so much. I feel you so freaking much. Like it's so frustrating that everything you do, it just falls apart because it's just not the right path yet. No, you're not ready yet. No, this has to happen yet. Like first, and then you're going to have your then you have to then you're able to have your blessing. First we have to go through this and that, and this has to fall apart and this has to go wrong. And I feel so much, like I hate it so much too. Like I'm kind of angry right now. Like I didn't want to make this reading today because I had an argument with my spirit guides. It's not important what it was about. It was just freaking sad what we were talking about, and now I'm kind of disappointed and I just want to go into my bed and sleep all day because I feel so hurt. And I think this is also your energy, that you're just hurt and you feel just disappointed in the universe. Like, what am I doing wrong? Because I'm trying my best. I'm giving so much of myself. I'm helping people. I'm a good person. I have good qualities, got a good values. I'm giving so much of myself so everybody has a plate on the table, you know, and still everything that you want to have doesn't come to you. Still everything that you have goes wrong and you don't know what to do. And I feel you so much. I don't even know what to say about this because I have the same problem. I can't give you advice. Like I literally have the same problem. Okay, what kind of situation is pile to King Odin? He wants to say that things are getting better. But yeah, okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles. And the Nine of Swords. You are an overthinker. Do you have some Aquarius aspects in your chart, or is a lot of air in your chart? Because you feel like a workaholic and also an overthinker, which is nothing bad, but it can be it can be bad. Like it can be very bad for you if you overthink all the time, and if you do put in too much work and then you burn yourself out even with your thoughts. Like it can be something very bad. But something else that I'm getting is, do you have a snake pet? Or a snake as a spirit animal or an animal guide? I love snakes so much. I really would love to have snakes, but I just know it's not the right pet for me. But I love them so much. They're so cute. Oh, I don't like I'm such a person that I'm not actually scared of animals. Like I'm not scared of tarantulas. I really love them. They are so cute. And snakes, and I did have some rats. Like I do love rats so much. They're so cute. They're just like little puppies. And yeah, it's very cute. And you might, like, I feel from your energy that you might be a person like thinking like, what? You like snakes and rats and tarantulas? Oh my god, what's wrong with you? Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me. I really love these animals, like these pets. They are so cute. Even like animals like boars, and like have you ever seen baby boars? I don't know how it's called in English. Like the babies of a boar, they are so freaking cute. I just want to eat them. Like not no, I'm a vegetarian. Like that's just something that my roommate and I always say when we see something cute. Like it's so cute, I just want to eat it. And yeah, but I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meat, so no boar for me. Okay, let's look into the oracle cards for you. We have this one. This is sound healing. What I get with this already is you might have so many problems with your blessings because you might have some blockages in your chakras, and King Odin really wants to say, clear out your chakras, like do some sound healing, put on some meditative music for these chakras, because I do see a blockage in your sacral chakra and also in your solar plexus, and in your what's wrong with it, throat chakra and third eye. King Odin said, yeah, he really wants you to do some sound healing. If you have a sound, like these singing bowls, try to use them. He also wants you to clear out the energy of your home, because you might be very depressive or might be very low vibrational lately, and he wants you to clear out the energy because it makes you feel stuck. And if you kind of clear up the energy, clear up the clutter of your home, it's going to help you to have a better flow of energy, and then you feel a lot better. Okay, don't worry about these cards. I know it has nothing to do with Norse mythology, rather with Egyptian mythology, but King Odin literally asked me to use these, so I'm going to use them. They are currently one of my favorites. Okay, King Odin, what's the message for pile 2? We have Horus, stability and equilibrium. I don't know how this was pronounced. Equilibrium. Oh my god, I don't even know what this means, but I know what stability means, so I still get the meaning. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, my English sometimes is so bad. But yeah, again, he wants you to make your home a place you feel safe. Like if you do like plants, buy yourself plants. He advises you to buy yourself snake plants and also lavender, because it helps with oxygen, and this is something that you might need. He also wants you to open up the window and let in some new fresh air and just sun. He also wants you, something that I'm hearing is drink some sun water. That's just put water in a glass or in a bottle, put it on the window ceiling, and ask the sun to charge it with its healing energies, or with high energy, whatever you want from the sun. Like the sun is healing, high energy knowledge, what else, charging energy, like just energy, what else, positivity. This is the sun energy, and he wants you to charge your water and drink it, and also stir it clockwise to bring in things, and stir it counterclockwise to bring, like, to banish things. Just a little spell that doesn't have, like, that doesn't take up a lot of time, and he wants you to try to get a little bit more positive. Like, he acknowledges that you can be angry, of course, you can be pissed, you can be sad, that's part of life, but he wants you to like, he wants to help you to feel a bit better. Okay, messages from King Odin, please. All of them? Okay. He said yes. Okay. We have the god that I'm never knowing how to pronounce. It's either Ha or Hu. Exploration. Odin wants you to buy yourself a green crystal. Malachite. Is it called malachite? Malachite. Something else. Jade. Something you are able to buy yourself. Like, don't buy a very expensive crystal and just be like, yeah, why did I have to buy this now? But he wants you to buy a green crystal, aquamarine, I think it's called. Oh, now I have a hiccup. I think it's called in English. Might also be something. And he says either green or blue crystal, and rose quartz. And he wants you to meditate with these crystals. Or something else that he says that you can do is literally go into a meditative state, meditate a little bit, and then call on the energy of a certain crystal, and then it's going to connect with you wherever it's laying, and you are still getting the energy. But you can also meditate with your plants. It's something that he wants you to do. Okay, then we have Nefertum, completeness. The things you're going through is your karma, because it might be something that I'm picking up is might be that you were not the nicest person in your past. Only take it if it resonates, of course. Like, this might only be for one person out here. and it's nothing to feel ashamed of because I have been through the same. I wasn't the best person in my past, in my childhood, in my adolescence. Like, I was very, very annoying. Let's say annoying. I was very overwhelming. But it might be that you have been through a lot and it formed you to be not the nicest person, and you came out of this, but you still have to have the karma of this, and it sucks. I'm so angry at this, at this information. Like, I'm just like, yeah, but it is like, this person isn't this person anymore. Why do they still have to go through the karma of this if it is from the past? But who am I to judge? Like, I don't, nah, who am I to judge? Okay, we have Satet with fruitfulness. He wants you to eat more healthy. Some greens, some fruit, if you are able to. He also says mushrooms. Do you like to eat mushrooms? Because, oh no, now I'm getting hungry. He says eat some mushrooms. It's going to help you. So I don't know why, but yeah. Then we have leaf with perseverance. He wants you to connect more with his spirit guides. Meditate more, connect more with his spirit guides, spend some time with them, just connect with them. Okay, messages from King Odin, please. Sorry for my sighing, I'm just so tired. Okay, we have the Page of Swords in reverse. He wants to say to you that all these things that are happening to you, all these things that are going wrong, it's not going to be like this forever. And I have to be honest, I'm so angry for you. I don't know if you are angry and I'm just taking on your energy, or if I'm angry. Oh, sorry, that was my neighbors. If I'm angry because I'm angry. But he says like, yeah, it's not going to be forever. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, sure. Like, I trust him that it's not going to be forever, but it still kind of sucks that you have to go through these things, because I hate it so much myself. Like, I'm going through the same thing, and I'm just like, I have been working on myself for 3 years now, and I'm still going through these things, and I am done. I'm just done. I'm just angry, and I just want to cry, and I just want this to be over. And I really hope I don't scare you because I'm so angry in this reading, but it sucks so much. It sucks so much. We have Death. He wants you to do more shadow work, to learn more about yourself, and to clear out this karma, because it's just, it just is annoying. And we have this extra card where Odin is hanging from Yggdrasil, from the mythology it is. And I don't know what do you want to say with this, King Odin? What do you want to say? You can be angry is something that he says, and it's also a message for me. Like, you're allowed to be angry because it kind of is not fair, right? It's too much, and you want things to change, and you have moved on. Why didn't your karma move on? And he says be angry if you want to be angry. Like, I'm not angry because you are angry. It's something that he says. Like, I'm not disappointed just because you're angry. You have every right to feel like this sucks. You have every right to say, I hate this so much. It just shows that you know your worth, that you know, hey, I'm worth more, that I deserve things, and that I'm open for things to come in, so things should come in. Because like that, you attract things, like you attract blessings. Okay, messages from King Odin, please. I have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. He also wants you to give not so much of yourself to other people, because yeah, it's very nice that you are very open to people, that you are able to that you are willing to help people all the time, but right now it's time to invest into yourself and to give yourself some self-love, and all these things that you want to give to others, maybe give it to yourself, is something that he really wants to say. Messages from King Odin, please. One last message from King Odin, please. We have the Four Wands. all these things that you are dreaming of, that you really want to have, they are going to come in at some point, and it's closer than you think. It's something that King Odin says. Like, he says, don't give up yet. Don't give up on your spirit guides. Don't give up on yourself, because these things are going to come in. But right now, it's like, how can I explain this? He says it is the right timing, but I want to say it isn't the right timing yet. Like, he says there are blessings coming in and you don't see it yet, and don't give up, because it's coming. It's not like it's never going to be there, and it's closer than you think. So please don't give up. Okay, let's see what kind of messages your spirit guides have for you. Okay, just some quick messages, like 5 cards. Okay, Spirit, what is the message for pile 2? We have the 8 of Pentacles. They are saying you're already working on your karma. So it's changing, like the wheels are changing. Don't worry, things are getting better. These things are coming in, and even though it doesn't look like it now, but things are changing, even though you don't see it yet. We have the Page of Swords in reverse. Your spirit guides don't hate you. It's something that I'm hearing. Even though you might have been very rude to them, they're saying that they don't hate you. They understand you. Like, they understand you. And we have the 10 of Wands. Some of your karma is also coming from your family, like generational karma. Like, literally, a friend of mine was just talking about this yesterday. She was like, yeah, did you ever think about the fact that if you are like, if your grandparents were in a toxic relationship, your parents are going to be in a toxic relationship, and you are going to be in a toxic relationship. That's just generational karma, and something that you were taught. So some of the things, it's not even that you were a bad person and you deserve all of this karma. Most of the time it's actually coming from your family, and you are supposed to dissolve the karma, to work against it, and to be like, okay, it's going to stop here, so my children, if you do have if you want to have children, that my children don't have to go through the same. So yeah, I don't want to sound rude, but your ancestors are at fault here. Like, I don't even mean it rude in a rude way, but it comes from your ancestors. We have the Ace of Swords. There was something that you heard, that was told to you that is not true, and I don't know what it is, but your spirit guides really want to point out it's not true. It's not the truth. It was a lie, or someone was lying, or if it was with your spirit guides, it was a trickster spirit. And the last message from your spirit guides, we have the Devil, is you are not a bad person, so don't worry. And that's everything that I have for you. I really hope you enjoyed your reading. I really hope you enjoyed the messages your spirit guides had for you, or King Odin had for you. I'm thanking Spirit and King Odin so much for these amazing messages, and I'm wishing you the best of luck with your karma, and that things are going to get better soon. And I will hopefully see you on the next one. Bye. Welcome, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the 3rd pile, and this lovely crystal, it's obsidian. It's actually from Lord Anpu, or Anubis, if it is a sign for you. He wanted me to use this crystal in this reading, so I'm going to use it. Okay. Yeah, in today's reading we are getting messages from King Odin, the Norse god of war, magic, wisdom, poetry, runes, and many other things. Yeah, first we are getting some, like, First, we are getting some overview over yourself, about your situation, your person, so you can see if you resonate with the pile. And then we are getting some messages from Odin with the oracle cards. I'm going to put this up here because it's for later. We are getting some messages from Odin. I have to sneeze. Is this a confirmation for you? Oh my god. No, it's gone. Okay. We are getting some messages from Odin then with some oracle cards, and in the end, we are getting additional messages from Spirit to just some quick messages from them, maybe about your situation, maybe about something else. I'm keeping it very open. So yeah, I would say let's dive in. Okay. I'm asking my spirit guides, the ancestors, the elements, the four archangels, and just my spirit guides for protection, please. Sorry that I sound so tired today. I already filmed a video and I'm kind of short on time because yesterday I had a guest and I wasn't able to film my video, and now I have to do 2 pick a card readings today, and I'm just tired. I'm just tired. So I'm so sorry. Maybe this is also a situation that you're very tired and also hungry, because I'm actually kind of hungry. And mostly I take on the energy of my clients. So if you're hungry, please eat something if you're able to, or at least drink something. Okay, the first thing that I really get is, do you have anorexia? I hope I don't trigger anyone with this. This came out like it was in my head so fast. Do you have it? If so, yeah, I feel you. I have been sick for some years. I don't have it as much anymore. I still have it in my mind, but I have gained some weight. I do have. I would say I have a normal body now. Like, what is normal? But I have like the exact weight you should have with my height, and my best friend does suffer from it still. Yeah, so I have some experience when it comes to this, but you might be anorexic. Is it called like this? I don't know. If I say it wrong, please put it in the comments so I know how it's called. I don't even know how it's called when you say, like, yeah, you have anorexia, but are you anorexic? I don't even know. I don't think it's called like that. But yeah. I also see something purple, a purple flower. Do you have purple hair or blue hair, like colorful hair? Also something that's coming up is like very red hair, which is so beautiful. Like, all of these colors are very beautiful. Like, I do love colorful hair. I had red hair for some time. I dyed it back black, and now I have black hair again, or dark brown. So yeah. Might also be that you're working with King Odin, is something that he said, or that you're working with Norse gods. Like, I see Loki. Who else? Oh, Thor, which is pretty cool. I do like him a lot. Like, I have been working with him. He is an amazing guide. Very chill. Anything else? You might see a lot of black birds lately. Okay, King Odin, what kind of... Okay, I get so many... Like, I don't even lay the cards, and I get so many messages through my third eye. Like, I see it, and that's something that I'm asking myself. Do you have a very open third eye? That you see a lot of... Like, that you have clairvoyance? Because I get all of these messages through my third eye, and King Odin is just laughing because I normally do see things, like I do see visions, and but this time it's so extreme, like it's so much. So yeah, okay. Is a swan a symbol for you, or did you just see swans? Do you work with Apollon? Because I was like, black birds and swans and all of these, those are symbols from Apollon. Maybe Apollon wants to work with you. Like, Apollon is the Greek god of the sun and music and poetry and wisdom and enlightenment and health and illness and so many other things, like music and I don't know, so many things, archery and all of these other things. So he might be a guide of yours, because he is actually coming up quite a lot right now. Like, I do feel his energy. Maybe he has a message later. Okay, anything else? Do you see a lot of... Oh my god. Do you see a lot of symbols in your dreams, and like when you close your eyes, like triangles and squares and just symbols and things like this. Anything else? Do you like frogs? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. This must be so tiring right now how I'm reading, but do you like frogs? Okay, let's see. King Odin, what kind of situation are they? Ooh, you're getting married. Okay. Okay, this one first. Okay, we have death. You are working with deities. Like, you do know King Odin, you do know Lord Apollon, you do know all of these other deities that I was like talking about. You are working, and I just saw someone smiling. Like, I see you, I see you. You are working with spirits. And something else is, oh my god, okay, that is so exciting. We have the Four of Wands. Are you getting married? But not to a human, but to your spirit guide? Are you dedicating yourself to your spirit guide? I see you. Like, do you have a god spouse? If you don't know what a god spouse is, it's when you decide to marry a god and you can still be with other people. And I also only know about this because I have my own experience when it comes to this. I'm kind of engaged to a god of mine, and he is supposed to be my god spouse. Like, he asked me after many years of working with him, and I was like, oh, okay, is this even possible? Like, is this normal? Am I talking to the trickster spirit? And I looked it up, and there were so many people saying, yeah, like, there is a thing called god spouse. It's when a god is kind of in love with you, like, and you are kind of in love with them, and they love you so much that they want to marry you, and they want you to be like their person, and they want to marry you, but it's not the typical marriage, but kind of like a typical marriage, and it's kind of complicated. Maybe I make a video on this later. But yeah, god spouse is a thing, and it seems like, oh my god, I'm so happy that I finally have someone here that has a god spouse, or is going to like supposed to have a god spouse, because I'm always feeling like an alien, being like, yeah, I'm probably going to have a god spouse, and I don't know, I never heard from another witch having this. Like, I always feel like so overwhelmed by this fact. But it's so happy, like, I'm so happy to hear someone saying like, yeah, he's my god spouse, because I literally just read about someone having Loki as their god spouse, which is so interesting, because I'm kind of questioning, like, how is Loki when he is in a relationship with someone? Because he is very like a trickster spirit and cunning and just very funny, and can he be like, is he able to be serious in this matter? Can he give love like anyone else? Like, I just don't know. Like, I also don't want to insult him or anything like this. Like, he's just saying, no, you're not insulting me. You're not insulting. He is a patron of mine, so I have connections with him. So don't worry if I talk about certain guys like they are talking not back to me, but answering my questions, because I'm just working with them. But yeah, that's so interesting to have a god spouse, right? Like, if you have a god spouse, tell me in the comments, please. I want to hear your experience. How is it? How is your relationship like? And yeah, like, all of these things. I'm so curious. We have the Five of Pentacles. You feel very alone with your spirituality, and it feels like you don't meet people that are on the same level as you, and you feel like, for example, you have a god spouse and you never heard of someone else having a god spouse, and you're actually like, am I just crazy? Do I do something wrong? What is happening? Why is no one understanding me having a god spouse? Am I just working with a trickster, or what is wrong with me? And you feel very alone, and you don't like it feels like you don't see people who are just like you. And I do understand this. Like, it took me some time until I found someone who is like me. Like, my best friend, she became a witch because of me, and she is very much like me when it comes to her craft. And yeah, it feels like you feel very alone. Knight of Swords. It also feels like you are very connected with your spirit guides, that you really enjoy enjoy working with spirit guides, that it is the only thing that you have currently, that you don't have a lot of people around you. And it also feels like you're overwhelmed by many things, because I literally just realized that that sounds so dumb, but the breathing of my best friend, who is literally sitting next to me and doing her things on YouTube and just having fun, is literally annoying me so much because she's breathing so loud. And I'm just asking myself if it comes from you being easily annoyed by people. Like, I don't want to put this on you if it's not from you. Maybe I'm just overwhelmed because I have done so many things today already, and it's only like 10 a.m. But might be that you are overwhelmed by many things, and that you think that you are too sensitive to meet people, that you people will be overwhelmed by your character, because yeah, you might feel like you're too much. We have the 10 of swords in reverse. Okay, no, okay. You are very sensitive, which is nothing bad. And like the thing I was saying with my best friend breathing, and that this might also be a situation that you are just very, very sensitive when it comes to loud noises and anything like this. Maybe you even have this illness. How is it called? Um, in German it's called misophonie, and I don't know how to translate it, but it is when you have some trauma and it causes you to lash out by little small noises because it triggers you so much. Like, I do have this. Like, if I, for example, hear the clicking of a pen, I literally, I could, oh my god, I could become Hulk, I can tell you that. Like, I was so, like, I'm so easily angered by little noises that come and go, and or that repeat all the time. Like, for example, the clicking of a watch, these, and it is too much for me. Like, I could literally take this freaking watch and throw it out the window because it's just too much for me. Okay. Odin, what kind of situation is pile 3? Odin, and what kind of situation is pile 3? Five of Cups in reverse. Okay. Is Loki your god spouse? Is Loki your god spouse? And I just see someone laughing, so this might be for one person out there. Yeah, this might be for one person out there, but do you work with Loki? Because I feel Loki's energy a lot currently. Like, there are so many deities that I feel around me. Okay, what kind of situation is pile 3? King Odin. 5 of Wands in reverse. Might be that you have been a witch in your past life. And that you're scared of fire. We have the Empress in reverse. You don't like to dress like your gender. Like, for me, gender doesn't have like, clothes doesn't have a gender, but there is like this typical feminine and masculine, right? And it feels like you don't dress typically for your gender. For example, if you are a girl or woman, that you like to dress very loosely with hoodies and things like this, and maybe you wear boxer shorts for men, and like, you go, like, I do whatever you want to do. I like this because I like to switch my aesthetic. Like, sometimes I go out very girly and very female and very sexy, and the other day, like the next day, I'm going out like I'm a dude. So I like to do both. But it feels like you don't really like to wear the clothes that are typical for your gender. And we have Yggdrasil. This is an extra card. Might be that you're very connected with Norse mythology is something that I'm getting. Like, you do know your Norse gods. Okay. Odin wants to have both. We have 2 of Wands. And the 4. And okay, what I get with this is you don't like very long readings. So Odin and I are going to make it very quick. That's absolutely fine. Like, it's okay. Okay, let's see what kind of messages King Odin has for you. First, we're going to look at the oracle cards. We have look for fairies. What I get with this is you might want to learn about the Fae, and I just heard dogs barking, so Odin is sending some signs. King Odin wants you to learn more about gods and goddesses. He really wants you to look a little bit more into mythology, into Norse mythology, also other mythology. Maybe he wants you to look more into runes, and if you are not spiritual, which I doubt, he also wants you to learn more about yourself, like doing shadow work. And also learn, for example, if you want to learn language, and start learning about this language. Messages from King Odin. Osiris, death and rebirth. There are some things in your past life that he really wants you to learn about, because it's going to help you to understand yourself more. We have prosperity, and he also wants you to learn more about money spells, because there are so many ways to do money spells. I just heard money bowl, and he wants you to do, and just learn about spells so you can do more spells. We have Heka with alchemical force. Sorry for pronunciation. He wants you to have a partner. I have to be honest. He really says, yeah, it's time for some fun in bed, if you get what I mean. It's time for you to really enjoy life a little bit more. Even though you might have a god spouse, your god spouse will allow you to have other partners, I can tell you that. We have Ma'at, truth and fairness. You don't want to hear about other partners, yes, but he wants you to really have a partner. He's like, no, tell them that I want them to have a partner, because that's what I want to have them, right? Okay. We have Mehen with protection. Odin says, just ask your spirit guides to bring in a partner, and they are going to help you. And we have happy with renewal. You are ready for a new partner. On the back of the deck, we have Sobek with union and power. Yeah, union. There was just confirmation for the things that we already said. He's like, yeah, it's time for a partner. Okay, then I just want to have three cards. What Odin wants to say to you. Messages from Odin, please. Odin, I wanted 3. Okay, we got 4. We have the Queen of Cups. If you do think you're not ready for a partner, I'm here to tell you, you are ready for a partner. Like, he's actually like, it's time, tell them it's time. We have the 3 of Swords. If you don't feel ready yet, then do some shadow work to open up more. Because the only thing holding you back is that you believe you don't deserve a partner, or you're not ready for a partner. We have the Knight of Wands. Try to work on your triggers, and also try to do more things that are passionate for you, like for example, drawing, painting, crocheting, knitting, working with clay. I don't know, you name it. There are so many things you can actually do, and he really wants you to do more things that you actually like. And then we have the 3 of Cups. He wants to acknowledge that there is someone who is not good for you, who is actually triggering you all the time, and he wants you to not get rid of this person, but if there is a person is just not good for you, it's time for you to cut them out of your life, and you will know who is meant. You will actually know who is meant. So I hope that was fast enough. I really tried my best to be as fast as possible. Now let's get some additional messages from Spirit. Yeah, love is coming in. We have the Knight of Wands. Love is coming in. And we have the Ten of Swords. You are actually ready for love, even though you don't want to see it. We have the Eight of Swords. Stop telling yourself you're not ready for love. And also, do some money spells is also, again, something that they want to say. Okay, we have the Four of Wands in reverse. If you don't want a partner that is going to stay like for marriage and children, at least have some fun. Okay, 2 more cards. Okay. We have Two of Swords. Don't see love in such a bad perspective. Like, it's not, it doesn't have to be something bad. It doesn't have to be something painful. We have the Devil. There's something you were taught about love that is not true, and it's time for you to let go of this perception. But that's also everything that I have for you. I really hope you enjoyed your reading. I'm thanking my spirit guides, your spirit guides, and also King Odin for these amazing messages. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm wishing you the best of luck with your situation, and allow love to come in. It's time. So yeah, and I hopefully will see you in my next one. Bye.